I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs. We're hoping for plenty of running lanes on that field today. It's the Bills going up against the Chiefs.
Chiefs, Bills, coming up on EA Sports. Winter is here as the temperature continues to drop as we get set. Football coming your way.
Yeah. We do. You know, when the weather gets cold and it gets this time of year and the games, the players know it's getting near the end, and every game is important because your dreams of going to the Super Bowl,
The leaders of the AFC West are set now to kick it away and get this game started. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
Offense lines up here. The Bills from the 22 will go ground. He's brought to a halt. The defense will take the penalty. First down coming up. They're setting up screen. Finds his mark. They tackle him for a loss. Here's the Bills offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out. It's now second down. Goodwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Just a quick drop back. Could have been intercepted. And here's the Chiefs defensive lineup. They do have a tendency to give up a lot of yardage. So we'll see if this offense can take advantage today. Line up now on third down. They were very good at converting these situations a week ago. The pass ball. Incomplete, and they failed to pick up a first down on this series.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Looking for a lane on the return. He had a decorated career at Missouri. Quarterback Blaine Gabbert. It's first down as they head to the line. Handoff out of the I formation. Tackled down at the 47. And now we'll look at the Chiefs offense. They rank towards the middle of the pack in passing offense this season. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Vladimir's lined up in the slot. With two hands, he has it. He's tackled right at the 48.
Well, on second down that time, nice decision by the quarterback. Now they got it to third and short. The defense, it all goes against them, of course. Now they don't know whether it's going to be a run or a pass.
Third down and 2 to the ground. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. The defense stands up early and stops the run cold.
Good job that time. You said it, Jim, by the defense. They attacked the offensive line, and there was nowhere for the running back to run the football.
Picked up a couple that time.
Well, only a couple yards that time by the punt returner. Good defense by the punt coverage team. They get down their speed. They hustle. They're all around him, and they only give up a couple yards.
First and 10.
Batted away. Oh, nice job. That cornerback, he was watching the quarterback. He's all over the receiver, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down.
Second down now. Nickel formation here for the defense. He'll take the snap from the gun. He's got the catch. Tackled down at the 22.
The Bills do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. Third and short.
Third and short. Handoff made. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Always important to know where you are in the football field. That time, a good job by the ball carrier. Just ekes out a first down. Nice job.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 26. The defense gets a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
The Chiefs' defense now is going to go nickel. Gets the handle here. And Ward's in on the tackle.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short gain, it served a purpose.
Third down following the run. The Bills lined up. Everybody split out wide. From the gun. He makes the catch, and he's tackled down after picking up the first.
I'm sure the head coach at times was sitting over on the sidelines thinking about his punt team in a third long situation. He didn't expect this offense to pick it up, but they did it. What a job. Give them a lot of credit. Good job.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Goodwin's a receiver in the slot.
Get ready.
Now first and 10. Here's the handoff. Taking it right up the middle. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Goodwin's lined up now as a slot receiver.
Get ready.
The Bills snap it at the 41. Will run it. Here's the handoff.
Situations like this, you think you're making the right call. You're going to run the football on second down so you can get in a good situation for third. And no, what happens? You lose a couple yards, and now you're in a tough third and long.
The defense comes out in the dime.
Get ready.
Third down and 12. On the money. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
In this league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some zones, some blitzes, and then occasionally go man-to-man coverage.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 47. Looking across the middle, almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Jim, that pass ends up incomplete because the defender, he just jarred the football loose with that hit. Nice job. Get that shoulder into the receiver, knock that football out, and get it to the ground.
Mounting a serious drive. Setting up screen. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first. Third down now. This long drive continues. They'll run it here. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Good job by the offensive line there on third and short. Even though the defense knew it was probably going to be a run, still able to get in there and barely get that first down.
Marching down the field and taking their time. They send the tight end in motion. The Bills will take the snap from the 35. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
That's second down coming up. The long drive continues. He'll get it again. Trying the right side. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Nice job that time by the ball carrier, getting it just past the first down mark. Big first down. Keep the chains moving.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Play after play after play here on this drive. The defense had that one covered.
You are not going to be an accurate quarterback, of course, when you're under this kind of pressure. Doesn't even have time to set his feet. Another throw offline.
What a drive this has been.
Let's go.
The Bills take it from the 23. And stop the play right there. Now inside the red zone. They were very good at finishing off drives last week in this situation. This has been a long drive so far. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Has his target. Tackles made.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
Offense lines up here. Strong eye handoff here. They deck him in the backfield. The Chiefs defense, boy, they were bending, but they would not break. And they get off the field with a fourth down stop.
That's all that matters. Go to the sideline and just say to yourself, another job well done on the defensive side. You give them some first downs, but when it counted most, you got it done and got off the field.
Browns there to make the stop.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Blaine Gabbert under center. First down at the 26. Shakes off the hit. Good piece of tackling.
The Chiefs' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them excellent planning and awesome execution.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And this run goes backwards and will end up as a loss of 5. Between plays, let's take a look at how the Bills' defensive lineup. Number 1 in pass defense. This is one category you love to lead the league in. 2nd and long. Throws the pass. Brown's there to make the tackle.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. 1 quarter complete, and we'll take a break as you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation. They've come out in the dime package. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Batted down at the line.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The Chiefs will punt the football away. This punt will be returned. This big return's going to set up his team in excellent field position.
You got to be tough and aggressive as a punt returner in this league. That time, what a good job. Catch it, get right up the field. Nice yardage.
The Bills now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive. The Chiefs set at the line. Dime package. They'll go shotgun here. Looking long. Intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Latimer's in the slot. The give. Keeps his legs moving. Brought down after a gain of 6. Coming up, 2nd down. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Handoff. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
The Chiefs with an empty backfield look here. Blaine Gabbert will be taking this one from the gun. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. And they can't connect.
That time on 3rd and short, the offense throws the football. That just shows you no faith in their running game. Didn't think they could move the defense back, so they throw it, and the pass is incomplete. Now it's 4th down.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. First down here. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Catch made. Muscles through the defender. He's tackled right at the 24.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Goodwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap. They'll go ground and pick up about 4.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and 2. They'll go ground. Owens, the one who brings them to the ground.
Well, everybody talks about the pass in the NFL. When it's 3rd and short, you got to man up and be tough and strong. Nice job that time by the offensive line. They let the running back get in there and pick up the first down.
Goodwin's lined up in the slot. 1st down at the 36. Gets it again. They bring him to the turf.
Safeties now in the NFL have to cover like a corner, and they got to tackle like a linebacker. And that time the safety came up, and he tackled like a linebacker and stopped that outside run.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. 2nd and 10. Ball's loose. They recover their own fumble.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football, because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They had the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
They need to get the play off. Launching it deep. Almost intercepted.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The Bills decide they will punt the football. Keeps churning ahead. Picks up about 2.
Well, returning punts is a tough job, and it's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
Blaine Gabbert under center. 1st down at the 34. The give out of the eye. He's stacked up at that point.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. Offense lines up here. He'll throw it over the middle. And nothing there as that was double covered. Now looking at 3rd down. Looking across the middle, Latimer's got it. 1st down.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the 1st down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that 1st down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st down and 10. To the ground. They break through. Tackle him behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the 1st down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The Bills come out in a dime package. Takes the snap. We're about midway, 2nd quarter. Gabbert's tackled right at the 42. Number 12, the ball carrier. 3rd down on the way. Offense lines up here. Blaine Gabbert in shotgun formation. Looking to the right side and throwing. That picks up 11.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the 1st down. Keep those chains moving. Give yourself 3 more opportunities.
The Chiefs snap it at the 31. Handoff out of the eye. And that's a gain of 10. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Gabbert's got it on the play action. He has the grab. Gains 13.
Well, you get a couple first downs. It just gives you such great confidence. It makes everybody relax. And I always say this, when you're a relaxed athlete, that's when you play your best.
First and goal from the 8. And he hauls it in. Shazier's all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The defense comes out in the dime. Latimer's a receiver in the slot. Out of the gun. Has it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, when your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
The Chiefs now will tack on the extra point. Add the extra point. The kick is good. Chiefs getting set for kickoff. Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Bills offense now marches onto the field. Goodwin's lined up now as a slot receiver. First down at the 19. Handoff made. Ward's there that time for the tackle. Now they'll try over again on second down. The defense comes out in the nickel. Keeps it on the play fake. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. This is third down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Gets the handle here. Good for only a yard.
Very few teams in the league can do this and run the football for first downs. Anytime it's in a situation, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, they don't even think about run because they're not tough enough to get it done. They have to throw it. Nice job of this offense.
The Bills have to be hoping this doesn't turn out like last week's game. Tough luck losers a week ago and trailing in another tight one right now, Phil.
We're going to find out if they learned anything from last week's tight loss. And Jim, when you get a situation, it's about making that one play that gives your team a good chance to win. Quarterbacks love this, Jim, when they throw a short pass and the receiver catches it and picks up big yards after the catch. We call that yak. Yards after the catch. Nice job.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. They face first down. Goodwin's in the slot.
Well, let's go. 188. 188.
First down at the 43. Had it, but the hit knocks the ball out.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Goodwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap from the shotgun. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
The Bills will punt it. Waves his arm, and he's going to make a fair catch.
Fair catch at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22. Blaine Gabbert under center. First down at the 22. Makes the reception. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
This will be second down. Latimer's lined up in the slot. Gabbert in the gun. Throws to the right. Hakeem Nicks hauls it in.
Good route that time by the wide receiver on the out route. Nice throw by the quarterback. This is what they call a timing route. Well, they were right on time.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. The Chiefs from the 37. And that's Williams, who almost had the interception.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
They've come out in the dime package. Gabbert's going to take the snap from the shotgun and off the mark on that short throw. Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Gabbert's going to be in the pistol here. Throw to the left. Got the completion. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2. The Bills call a timeout. Their first. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. The punter awaits the snap. He's going to challenge the punt coverage. Nice tackle. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. We'll head back to the field now after the injury timeout. Danielle Bellini is getting us the update on exactly what happened down there.
Well, they're teaching all these guys in the NFL, don't hit high, and we might be seeing more of this, lower body injuries, because the defensive players, they're learning. Hit them lower. Won't get any flags thrown that way.
Drop back, shotgun formation.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Second down. Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
Snap it out of the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw. He's brought down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Bills team official. He confirmed it was a dislocated ankle. Now, x-rays are the next step because a dislocated ankle tends to also come with a fracture of some sort. And while the team isn't going to flat out say he's out for the year, it does seem this injury may end his season.
Well, let's go.
Third down and 13. Makes the catch, and that's a gain of 13. The Bills will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. First down here after the completion.
Get ready.
Looking long. Wow, what a catch. The tackle was made. The Bills have to take their final timeout. That's it. Offense getting set now following the timeout. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Here's the first snap after the big play. Looking to go deep. That ball has been picked off. In on the stop.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
First down here. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Fields with the football midway through the first. The pass complete out of the gun. He'll end up picking up 18 yards on the play. Fields now later on the drive. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 47-yard line. Now to late in the first half, Nick's able to get open here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The Chiefs up now by 7. Still late stages of the second. Goodwin's found on the quick pass and catch, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. So that will do it for us in the studio. We'll head back to the field now for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios and halftime. We're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. He'll have a chance to take off. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field. And now here's the first snap of the second half. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Latimer's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Gabbard's pass will go for an incompletion.
And what you do in man-to-man defense sometimes, get up there and disrupt the receiver. Disrupt his rhythm, disrupt the timing, and what do you get? Another incompletion.
The defense comes out in the dime. The Bills with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. 3rd and 10. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
The Chiefs will punt the football away. Looking to make a difference. Still on his feet. That brings the play to an end. The Bills getting set now for their next series. Two tight ends on the field here.
95. Get ready. Grab 38.
The Bills from the 37, looking to the right side and throwing. And gets the first down.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And tackled down at the 49-yard line. We see now just some of the many hits this quarterback has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
Great 38.
2nd down and 8. And he's thrown to the ground.
It is without a doubt the worst place to get pressure up the middle on the quarterback. It happened that time, and he did the right thing. Just take the sack.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. 3rd and long. Throws the pass. Intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers who can make plays like that? Getting that interception, it's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
Blaine Gabbert in shotgun formation. Secures it with 2 hands. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Blaine Gabbert under center. Will run it. Here's the handoff. He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 4. Throws to the right. Pulls it in. And he's tackled. He'll be a yard short of the first. The Chiefs haven't had an easy time passing the football lately. Gabbert's had to deal with another rough outing.
Yeah, it's been rough. Listen, the play calls are definitely not helping him out. And I'll give the defense a little credit. They've been sharp today.
3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
That's awesome. Every time you pick up a first down, what does that do? It shortens the game and also keeps your defense on the sideline, and they get rested up and ready for their turn. But you got a lead here. It's a small one in the second half. Keep getting those first downs. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Chiefs lined up in the pistol. Tight ends in motion here. That'll stop the play right there. It's third down coming up. Quarters formation here for the defense. From the gun. Catch made. Tackles made.
First down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They'll run it here. And that gains one.
Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
It's third goal right here in a close game. This offense, they want to take control. If they score right here, that could give them control of this game.
Mounting a serious drive. Third and goal from the 6. To the outside. The catch is made.
Third and goal. You don't get it in the end zone. What do you do now? I think you go for it. You call the right play. Give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it. Get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Breaks free. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. First down on the way. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Finds his mark. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it, and it's just short of getting the first down.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Well, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They run the counter play. Muscles through the defender.
The Bills' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
First and 10. Takes it again. Brought down right at the 50. Second down coming up. Offense lines up here. Another handoff right back to him. And he's brought down right at the 42. You talk about controlling the flow of the game. Another first down, and the drive keeps on going.
Yeah, why not? The defense, they're just sitting over there. They're taking the hits and not even fighting back. It's a terrible job by the defense.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Gains about 3.
if you want to run the football to success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Well, let's go. Break 38. Break 38.
Quick drop back. Makes the catch in open space. Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either, so they're having an outstanding day.
Get ready.
Now 1st and 10. The give. Gains 13. And here's a stat line that comes as a surprise to no one, Phil. This running back getting it done once again on the ground.
No surprise, that is right. Listen, this team practices the running game. They are tough. That's why they get it done week in and week out.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. Nickel formation for the defense here.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Out of the shotgun. Has his target. Touchdown. This game is tight.
Man, what a touchdown there for the offense. The quarterback just fires that football in there. Look at the defenders around the receiver, but the receiver big enough, tough enough to go up in there and make that catch.
The Bills lined up now for the point after. He made it. The Chiefs are about to have the football kicked their way. Their lead has been trimmed. The score's 10-7. The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Fields the football at the 3. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Chiefs come onto the field for their next series. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Gabbert in the gun. Out to the left. Gets it out for the completion. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
That's a good job by the wide receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Gabbert's lining up in the pistol. 2nd and 8. He's got the catch. And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker. 3rd down after the completion. On the way, 3rd down. Blaine Gabbert will be taking this one from the gun. The final quarter underway now with this snap. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
That time the defense was ready. 3rd and short. They were expecting pass, and that's what they got. And the pass is incomplete. Now we have a 4th down situation.
We'll see what he can do here. Gains 12. The Bills are getting set for their next possession. Goodwin's a receiver in the slot. 1st down at the 19. Set up screen. Has his man. Good piece of tackling.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Nickel formation here for the defense. Handoff. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Another running attempt by the offense, and there's a reason why this running back is in the top 10 in rushing attempts so far this season. They love to pound the football.
3rd down. Goodwin's lined up now as a slot receiver.
Get ready. Ready, 38.
From the shotgun. Looking to the right side and throwing. Hauls it in for the 1st down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the 2nd half, and you're losing, but you pick up a 1st down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
1st down here after the completion. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. 1st down at the 33. Will go ground. And he's brought to the ground.
Well, the head coach loves to run the football, and that's why this running back is one of the top 10 in the NFL in rushing attempts. They keep giving it to him. He shows his toughness by picking up some yards.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play.
Let's go. Break 38.
Back to the ground. Running right through the trenches. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the 1st. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy has taken advantage of those opportunities.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
2nd down coming up. Offense lines up here. Still not taken down. Almost intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
Get ready.
From the gun. Sticks to his hands. Brought down after a gain of 15.
Big 1st down by the offense that time. Here in the 2nd half, they're losing a close game, and you get that 1st down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. They bring in the extra tight end. Will go ground. Looking out wide. Gains 20.
You just can't hide his talent. Well, there's a reason why he's a top rusher in the NFL every single week. And even today, another good run, good vision, and also a lot of talent to pick up those big yards.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Gains maybe 5.
It's a nice drive by the offense, Jim. They're down. They're driving down the field. Let's see if they can put 7 points on the board.
That leads us to 2nd down. This long drive continues. To the ground. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
Good job by the defense that time. Everybody's expecting a pass. They were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense for a short gain in the red zone.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. Marching down the field and taking their time. Gives it to him again. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
The Bills look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
The long drive continues. First and goal from the 7. Right back to the ground. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Bills getting set now for the extra point. Counted. The Chiefs back now for the return. Going to look to try and get back on top. Scores 14-10. Bills ready to boot this one down the field. He's got a chance to return this one. Runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Chiefs getting ready now to start their drive. Gabbert's setting up now in the pistol. The Chiefs from the 27. Charging ahead. Very nearly intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Gabbard set in the pistol. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Gabbard standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Still powering ahead, and he's forced to the ground.
The offensive coordinator's just got to make some adjustments here. They can't stop the defensive line from sacking the quarterback, so either keep the tight end in or keep the halfback in to help block for the QB.
The Bills come out in the nickel. Playing Gabbard in shotgun formation. Latimer's got it on a pass that had some heat.
The Chiefs, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Could have been intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
The Chiefs will approach this play from out of the pistol. Second down and 10. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Oh, my gosh, when you take those blindside hits, the first thing you think of as a quarterback when you get up, did somebody make a mistake, or did I make the mistake not seeing that guy coming?
It'll be third down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time out of the shotgun formation. Going for the home run. Almost intercepted.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything. It's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The Chiefs will punt the football away. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Bills offense heads on to the field.
Let's go.
First down at the 20. Handoff made. They're going to run it right. They bring him to the turf. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Gets the handle here. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. First down here after the run. Offense lines up here. Play clock's running down. Here's the handoff. Middle. They'll mark him at the 40. After running it, it's second down. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. Another carry here. Tackled just 3 yards short of the first.
Definitely not surprised to see this running back get another long run. My gosh, he's been doing it all year long. So far this year, he's in the top 10 in rushing yards, and looks like he's going to stay there.
Third down now. Well, as the clock is winding down, the offense would like to just run it out. Takes another handoff, and he is tackled at the 44.
Good job of knowing the situation on the offensive side. Third and short. Don't look for a big run. Just get enough to get a first down and get those chains moving.
2 minutes to go in the second half. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lines up here. Will run it. Here's the handoff. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. They call for the timeout to stop the clock. After that timeout by the defense, play is ready to resume. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Fights through contact. He's stacked up at that point. That's a timeout call. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. They call his name again, and he's tackled at the 34-yard line. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. Now 3rd and short following the run. Offense lines up here.
Get ready. 188.
Feeds him again. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Even though the defense knows you're probably going to run the football, it's 3rd and short. If you run hard, all you need is a little bit of a lane. We see it there, able to get the first down.
First down here after the run.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Takes the knee.
And here we have second down. Play after play after play here on this drive.
Takes the knee. Let's see what they do on this third down situation.
Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nantz saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.